Hey, what's going on? It is Paul Farmer. This is Freedom Project Live. Let me see. Let me fix that a little bit there. All right. Slide over. This is episode 157. And this is where I like to share with you my marketing journey. I started my marketing journey online in March of 2012. I always have to stop and think about how long ago that was. But yeah, March of 2012. And I like to share marketing tips, mindset tips, and whatever else I believe can benefit you, benefit your life, benefit you financially, anything like that. Okay. Um, so right now I got my fourth meal going on. If you've been following me at all, I've been talking a little bit about my fitness journey. And I know this has nothing to do with making money online, but it's just part of what I do. And I'm going to tie this into today's message actually. But so I've been on this. If you've been following me, I've been on this meal plan that is very high protein and very low carbs, right? For 3 weeks. That's how the plan's supposed to go. 3 weeks. Um, so I completed the first week, no problem. I got through half of this week, and some things didn't really go the way I wanted them to go. Okay, let's just say that. And and so I've had to make some tweaks. Okay, um, and that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today was in marketing, in your business, in online business, and making money online. Sometimes you're going to have to make some tweaks. That doesn't mean that you go and just throw in the towel and say, nope, not working, not going to do it anymore. That just means you make tweaks. So for example, in my meal plan, so I'm still pretty much following it very closely. I just brought the protein intake down a little bit, so I had to make some tweaks, but I didn't throw in the towel. I didn't go, forget it. It doesn't work. I'm not doing this anymore. No, just make some tweaks. And that's something that, when it comes to online marketing, a lot of the time, like if something's not working the way we want it to, we just kind of like throw in the towel. We're just like, oh, forget it. It doesn't work. It's over. So I'm going to go ahead and tie this into marketing. But before I get started and share that, I want to let you know that if you do want to earn extra income, if you do want to be able to earn income that really does matter, really is something that could really change your lifestyle a little bit. I do have a private VIP group where I literally give you step-by-step instructions on how I was able to go and start creating a full-time income online. I give you that exact blueprint in my VIP group, and to get access to that, all you got to do is click the link right below. Okay, so let me just get to what I'm doing right now. All right, so one of the things I'm doing, I've talked about this in the past a little bit. I talked about scripts. One of the things I'm doing right now is because of the time of year, for one, because of the time of year, this is typically the peak season for internet marketing. This is the peak season for network marketing. This peak season for that industry, because the kids are back in school, people are back from vacation, and people are looking for ways to earn income, earn extra income. So this is kind of the time of year where things really, you'll see, and it doesn't always happen, but I'm just saying, like, for the most part, this is the peak time. This is when people are out there looking to make more money. Okay, so one of the things I'm doing is I am doing something that's actually pretty uncomfortable. And, well, for me, it's a little uncomfortable because for me, marketing to a lower ticket product, like that's not that difficult for me to do. It's not that difficult for me to have a conversation and get that in front of somebody. But what I'm doing and how I'm changing things and how I know it's going to, help those that want to partner with me. So if you want to partner with me, it's going to help you because you're going to be positioned to be able to earn income that will really make a positive impact on your life. I mean, yeah, it's cool if you make like $20, a commission. Like for some people, that's really cool. It's like, wow, I made $20 commission. I know when I first did that the first time, yeah, it was kind of cool, but it wasn't like, oh, wow, I can live off of this. It was never that. So I had this shift. Like I was thinking about it for a long time, and I'm like, I really want to do what I can to help more people. And the conclusion I came up with was not to aim to really just get them in easy, right? Just to have them join me for whatever join's sake, right? It's more because that's useless. It really is. If people join you and they're out the door the next day because they never had any skin in the game, because they never were serious in the first place, that's not helping them. That's not helping you. So it is absolutely pointless. And, sometimes there are exceptions where people do come in very low and they're very serious, but very rare. It's very rare. So I have decided, and I decided this a while ago, but I'm putting it in motion now to really start qualifying people and only accept members at a certain income, right? A certain cost, I guess you should say. So I've been turning people away and things like that. And I do have something for people. So if you just don't have much money, I do have something for you that you can win at, and I will help you with for sure. But really what I'm targeting right now is I really want to help you get to $2,000 plus a month. I have the formula. I have the blueprint. I give that away in my VIP group again that you get access to by going to the link below. But really the best thing to do is reach out to me and talk to me so I can really help you with what it is you need and tell you, hey, is this a fit for you or not? I've been doing this for a while. So, but that's just something I've been doing. So I started this outreach program, basically. Outreach, meaning I'm going through my friends list, okay? And now I use a certain software that makes this a little bit easier. It's still manually done, but it's easier to track. It's not me just opening up my friends list and scrolling all the way through and try. That's just a pain. But I'm going through it and I'm messaging way more people than I used to message for a number of reasons. One, I'm in practice mode. Like I look at this as a game. It's like a game to me. It's like I'm in practice right now. And I'm practicing for the main game, right? The game on Saturday. If you play football, you got a game on Saturday or Friday. Tonight, my son, his school has a rivalry game on Thursday night. So, but you're practicing, right? And I look at it like a game. It's just a game. And you're working on your skills to get better. And then in order to win the game, you got to keep practicing, right? You got to become very, first of all, you got to get the basics down. The basics are communication, right? Learning how to communicate effectively with people, understanding what they're going to say before they say it, and how to really get them emotionally involved, right? So those are things that you really got to learn how to do. They don't happen overnight. I don't think anybody's just natural at that. I think that's a skill that has to be developed. There are people that pick it up faster than others. There are more outgoing people that definitely have an easier time with it, but definitely people need to learn how to do it, And so that's what I'm doing right now. And my whole point of this is like, you got to step into your fear. So you got to do what's uncomfortable for you. So right now, like I'm uncomfortable, I'm doing something that's very uncomfortable because I'm fighting so much just to go, oh, hey, you know what? Here you go. This is, I just send the video. There we go. You don't have a lot of money. Boom. There you go. But I just don't believe that I can help you that way. And that's why I'm not doing it that way anymore. And, from the beginning, like I heard this the other day. I want to say I heard it from Ray Hagan. I think it was Ray Hagan I heard it from. And I think he heard it from Grant Cardone. But he said, like, you don't really want to focus on your closing ratio because really you can have a great closing ratio and have all these people coming in, but if you're not selling any of the products that are like the higher ticket products, so let me rephrase this. So like if you are selling higher ticket, your closing is going to go down, right? Than lower ticket. Lower ticket, you're going to bring a lot more people in, but a lot more people are going to be out the door, right? A lot more people are not going to do anything, right? And that. I mean, it happens with higher ticket too, but you're more likely to have people that are more serious when they put more money into something, when they invest more into it. So like the restaurant owner, I mean, if a restaurant owner goes and puts in, let's just say $300,000, are they going to quit the next week because something went wrong? I would have to say no. They're probably going to do everything they possibly can to get that restaurant profitable. Doesn't matter how many obstacles they face. Doesn't matter any of that, right? So, I mean, the other day I was talking to a guy who had an offline business and he had sunk, I want to say like 60, 70K, and he wasn't producing anything into his business, you know? And what's crazy is, you know, in online marketing, the overhead is so tiny. It's so small. The starting cost is so small. And that's one of the issues that really plagues this industry is because it's so small, because the investment is so little, people don't take it seriously. And because they don't take it seriously, they don't make any money, you know? So, but what I'm saying here is you got to do things that are uncomfortable to you. So for me, going out, talking about coming on board with me on a very low ticket, easy. That's easy for me. I've been doing it for a long time. I've talked to thousands and thousands of people. No joke. In my over 7 years now, I've talked to thousands of people. You know, it's funny. It's funny because people don't really change. I was talking to someone earlier today, and I've been talking to them for years. Nearly when I first started online, and they still nothing. So, you know, people don't change that much. They keep doing the same stuff they keep doing until they get sick and tired of it, until they drop their ego, until they drop their pride, and then they start to see change. And that's an ever growing thing. That's something we got to continue to do. We got to continue to learn to be open and coachable and drop that ego, drop that pride, because that's what kills you. That's what gets you zero results. And I know because I did it forever, and I'm still working on it. There's still some things I'm working on. I will always be working on things. There's always different levels, right? But my message is basically step into that fear. Whatever it is that's holding you back, step into it, because what's going to happen is when you step into it, results may not happen right away, but you're going to feel a whole lot better that you did it. And here's the key, okay? You're going to get feedback. So by me going out and reaching out to as many people as I'm reaching out in a day, and I'm not doing no crazy numbers like 200 people or something like some people do. I don't know how you do that, to be honest. Like if you're on Facebook and you can reach out to 200 people a day, man, hats off to you. You know, that's something I've never been able to do. I get to about 40, 50, and I'm done. I think my max was 80, and that took me hours to do because I don't just message everybody. Like I actually go and look and see if this is someone that I want to talk to, someone that would be a good fit. I don't just message everyone, throw out a bunch of, you know, I don't do that. So it takes me a little bit longer to do that. There was a time where I thought that was effective, but I found out it wasn't very effective. So I don't do that. But by going out, being uncomfortable, doing something I'm uncomfortable doing, what's happening is I'm getting feedback, right? And with that feedback, I'm making tweaks, just like I'm making tweaks in my meal plan for my workout plan. I'm making tweaks. And as I make these tweaks, they're not big tweaks, they're not huge tweaks, but I'm seeing what's working, what's not working, what people are responding to, what they're not responding to. And I'm making these tweaks as I go. And, you know, a month, 2 months, 3 months down the road, it's going to be nothing for me. And because I took the time now to develop this skill, even though it's not going exactly the way I want it to go, I mean, I am closing sales at a higher level. I'm just not bringing in as many as I'd like to at this point. Everything takes time, right? You gotta learn that skill. Got to give it time. Got to do it until. Got to do it despite. So, you know, it's kind of like a paradigm shift, I guess you would say. You know, my old paradigm was to only just get them in, right? My old paradigm was get them in, and that's easy. That was easy for me. Now maybe you're not there yet, but that was easy for me. Get them in, they're in. Okay, cool. But my new paradigm that I'm working to develop is more qualifying and starting them off in a position, starting you off in a position that you can actually make income that matters. And like what's so shocking to me is, how do I even put this? I don't even know. But it's just shocking to me every day how many people are still working jobs. I mean, that don't want to be. They don't want to be. They don't want to be. But they are. They're online. They're marketing. They're trying. At least they think they're trying. And they're still working jobs. I'm not bashing them. Just the desire level isn't high enough. That's all it is. Their desire to get out of their job is not high enough. Because if their desire was high enough, they would do everything they possibly could to change that. That's the God honest truth. Because I know I had to get there. Now, I didn't have the choice of going, oh, well, you know what? If only I can get out of my job. No, I got laid off from my job. I have a job. So I just made it happen. I set an intention. It wasn't easy. I did it, you know. But it's just shocking to me, like, because I'm reaching out to all these people and, oh, yeah, I'm at work. Yeah, I'm at work. I'm like, wow, you know, that's, I don't know. I get it. I understand that. But I also understand that when you have the desire and you really want something bad enough, you're going to move, you know, you're going to do whatever it takes to do it. And this is the issue when you have a job. I'm not telling you to quit your job. I'm not telling you that, but you got to get it in your mind somehow. You got to make this shift somehow that you almost have to pretend that you don't have a job, that you're desperate, that if you don't make the money this week, you're on the street. Like you have to get like that desperate. Otherwise, you're going to be like, well, you know, I have a job. I got my bills covered. I'm good. You know, a little bit of extra money would be nice, but if it happens, it happens. No big deal. And before you know it, you're going to be in the same damn place. Like nothing is going to change. So we have to shock the system. We have to do something differently. And like I said, for me, I didn't have that choice. And maybe that was a good thing. Because if I had a job, maybe I wouldn't be doing that. You know, maybe I'd be like, oh, that's cool, whatever. But you know what? I think I would, because the last time I worked a job, it was a teaching job, and I was absolutely miserable. So I wanted out. I wanted out so bad. And it just so happened that, well, they let me go. You know, I was laid off. There was no more positions available. So they were canceling out my position. There was no more positions available. So blessing, even though it didn't look like a blessing at that time. But that's just something to think about. It is amazing to me. Like you can literally go from zero. Like, so you can be sitting at zero right now. And when you make up your mind to do it, you could literally be making enough income. Now, I don't know what your job is. I'm going to say an average, right? Let's just say an average. Let's just say the majority of people in the I'm just talking about the United States. I'd say they make for anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 a month. Okay, in 3 months, working on your mindset, setting that intention, learning some basic skills, taking the appropriate actions, without a doubt, you could get to $2,000 to $5,000 a month. Without a doubt. But you're going to have to do the work. You're going to have to forget the excuses. You're going to have to get uncomfortable. You're going to have to get uncomfortable. So, and that's a huge challenge. I watch that all the time with people I know. It's just such a huge challenge to get over. And Marvin Ellison, I think that's his name, Marvin Ellison. He's the CEO of Lowe's. He said something once in a speech he was giving, and it was one of the things that really drove him was always have a PhD attitude: poor, hungry, determined. Poor, hungry, determined. Because when you get to a point where you're just like comfortable, or you're doing well, you want to keep that mindset: poor, hungry, determined. I know somebody that puts away almost everything they earn. They put it away in like some bank account they can't touch. They'll leave like a little tiny bit in their checking account because they want to stay poor, hungry, determined. That's what drives them. That's their driver. For most people, that's too scary to do. That's not something I do. I'll be straight. That's not something I do. But anyway, I didn't really have a specific topic. I just wanted to come on and talk a little bit, share some ideas. I hope you got some value. I hope I motivated you to make a positive change in your life. If you'd like to earn some extra income, if you'd like to get the training that I provide, just click on that link right below, and you can go and learn about it and get you going. Okay. And I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. And if it's up to you, If you do it, cool. You're on the path. If you don't do it, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Okay. So that's all I got. You have a great day. I need to get going. Like I said, we got the football game tonight. So I got to get going. It's going to be pretty crazy over there. And I'm hoping it cools down a little bit because we're still in the 90s right now. So I'm hoping it cools down a little bit. So with that, make it a great day. See you next time.